Why did a police officer kidnap my daughter and tell me that I wasn't against the law? I had the perfect life, and I've never been happier. My wife, Lucy, and our beautiful daughter, Delilah, lived together in pure bliss, brunch on Sundays, watching sunsets together every night from our rooftop. Then my life turned into a nightmare. I woke up one morning to see that daughter was missing. We filed a police report and searched the surrounding area for days, hoping to get lucky. We didn't. She was gone. Then a week later, a neighbor told us that they had seen an unmarked car driving away with Delilah. He wasn't aware that at that moment she was actually being kidnapped. We found the car in a ditch a few towns over, but it wasn't in anyone. Everyone, including the cops, were completely baff. 2 years passed, and our lives were awful. Lucy and I got divorced because both of us had no idea what to do with the amount of pain and loss we both felt. The tragedy changed from something that we were together on to something that split us up. I worked my crap job and didn't even attempt to get into another relationship. What for then? Everything changed when I went to the grocery store one night, turned down an aisle and saw my daughter. She was walking alone without a care in the world, carrying a carton of milk. I couldn't understand it. I was floored, horrified, and relieved all at the same time. I just stared at her, wasn't even sure if it was her or if she was a figment of my imagination. I went up to her and said, "Delilah, is that you?" She dropped her carton of milk, spilling it everywhere, and stared at me in confusion. Then she turned and ran away, right into the arms of a man with a beard. I ran towards him and said, Hey, that's my daughter. Someone called the police. She was kidnapped. I wanted the entire store to hear it. I came right up to them and tried to grab her and never ever let. When she saw me approaching, she quickly took the bearded man's hand and hid behind him, noticeably scared of me. I kneeled down and said, "Delilah, it's me, Daddy." The bearded man stared at me as if I was the most pathetic thing he'd ever seen and said, "She's not yours. She's mine, and always has been." I looked around and I couldn't understand and why it seemed like everyone was on his side. I said, "Did anyone hear me call the police? This man kidnapped my daughter 2 years ago. He's a criminal." Then a cashier said, "Is everything all right?" Officer Stanton, she was talking to the bearded man. He was a cop. I didn't care. I attacked the bastard with everything I had. I did a little damage, then got tackled by other bystanders. Then the bearded cop took out a pair of handcuffs, tied my hands behind my back, and took me out to the parking lot. He walked me over to his car, and when I got there, I was even more shocked to see that my ex-Swiss sitting in the front seat. The bearded cop said to my ex-wife, "It's about time. He knows my ex-Swiss Delilah wasn't ever you." I had an affair with this man, and Delilah's his biological daughter, not yours, had the heart to tell you, but I also couldn't keep her away from her actual father. I took that all in, then asked, "So you staged her kidnapping?" The bearded cop interjected. "No, I had a legal right to custody, and I did everything by the book. I sent court documents, letters, court-ordered summons, and you ignored all of it." I responded, "I never saw one document about any of this." Then it hit me. My ex-Yunte hid all of the documents, she confessed. "I kept them from you because I didn't want to put my daughter through a lawsuit. I got so mad and said, so you'd rather let her be kidnapped? Instead?" She shrugged her shoulders, indifferent. Then I looked into my daughter's eyes and said, "Why is she afraid of me?" They stayed quiet. It turned out that what my wife did was against the law. I sued the living hell out of them, and it came out in court that they both lied to my daughter about me being a bad person, that she was supposed to stay away from. At the end of the day, the jury awarded me full custody, and my daughter's never been happier.